as we'll see Jameis Winston and the Chicago Bears taking on Kirk Cousins and the Minnesota Vikings.
Now, the good news is that the winds aren't as violent as they were yesterday in Chicago, but it's still pretty darn cold. To be expected, I guess, for December football at Soldier Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Bears team entering play. So we drop you into the first drive of this football game. The Chicago Bears have it. First carry now for David Montgomery. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
24-yard line.
Jameis to throw it. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Anthony Barr in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. He's going to float this one deep right side. And got his man complete. The 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Tim Patrick, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket, no matter what?
A solid drive here has this offense in really good position. Can they finish the drive off? Let's find out. It's 1st and 10 inside the red zone. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
5-yard attempt.
They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise. The defense now in a little bit of a pickle. We drop you in inside the red zone. 2nd and 8. That is caught inside the 5. And the Bears are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. They'll run with Montgomery. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Cole Kmet, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Bears will extend their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury.
Just inside of a minute here remaining in the first half, so the clock is becoming a factor. The offense has the football on their own side of the field. He'll get this one to Patrick. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Chicago Bears.
So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
First and 10 at the 30.
Final play of the half here. Winston. And a little floater there is incomplete. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams.
16.
And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half.
Cairo Santos set to kick off.
Santos out now. He'll kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Out come the Vikings. They'll have it. On third down, Winston. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Chicago! Jameis Winston with his 4th touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Bears will add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Cairo Santos set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
And now out comes Minnesota. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. A throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there and a first down.
First down, Vikings.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football.
Robert Quinn.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So they keep the football, but now face second and long. Now Cousins. And the pressure gets to him again. Robert Quinn make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here third and long. From the gun, here's Cousins. And this is going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set them back for second down.
The 39-yard line.
Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30.
Tariq Cohen, the ball carrier. Anthony Harris on the tackle. That's
The 22 is the line to gain here on third down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's fourth down.
Had to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incomplete.
Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. The 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
touchdown, Minnesota.
This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football.
Covered by the Bears.
And a look now at the game so far for Jameis Winston. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
From the red zone now, Winston. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Tim Patrick that time. And now it's second down.
Looks like they went for the combo plate there. A nice ample gain on the ground on the previous play. Going for the big shot on that one unsuccessfully.
On second down now, it's Montgomery. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And that is incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And he pushed it. Pushed it from short distance, wide right. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Cousins to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Almost a 14 on the play. And it's 3rd down.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Here's Cousins. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of right around 35 yards on a play that started back inside their 10. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Cousins. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Cousins. This is caught. Gronkowski. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That time 12 yards on the pass play, but still shy of where they needed to go. 4th and goal. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through.